Hello everybody, it's Big ZP Fleer again, and we're just gonna continue the story, so that's really it. Anyways, like I said, we go back into the story. Where we left off is future Goten. Yes, I called him past Goten because of technicalities, but we're gonna call him future Goten just to make it easier. I'll catch you up on the last part. Goten, future Goten is a Goten with a robotic arm and a massive cut on its eye. His eye. Anyways, Goten. Yeah. Everyone relaxes after seeing more of Goten's features, and then they talk. Then they sit Goten down and they talk. Goten explaining what happened to his planet. And future Trunks comes in after training with Vegeta for a bit, with future Goten, looking at future Trunks in shock and confusion because one, his Trunks died, and he looks completely different from his, so he gets really confused. Luckily for Goten, Trunks doesn't run up on him. Instead, they go out to train with each other. So they train with a bit. They all train, actually. That makes Goten unlock Super Saiyan 4. Actually, no, it doesn't. He just unlocks Super Saiyan 3. He was already at the brink of Super Saiyan 2. Actually, he was already at the brink. Like, Super Saiyan 2 was completely mastered. So all he needed to do is do a bit more training. He hasn't been training in a bit, so now he's Super Saiyan 3. Anyways, they're gonna head back in time, but Bulma decides to make a bigger time machine so everyone can fit. If you're wondering what that means, I mean Goten and Trunks are going into the time machine with them. And Chi-Chi's still at home thinking her kid is still, I guess, studying with Trunks. But no, they're going back in time to go beat up Goten's future self. Alternate timeline Goten. Anyways, they get back to the future of a distant timeline. They get back to Trunks' universe. So then Goten and Trunks fuse. Trunks and Goten, both future Goten and future Trunks, both power up to Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 4 God, and Vegeta turns into Super Saiyan Blue. Going more in the godly route, if you're wondering. Deciding more in the godly route than Goku. Anyways, Goku fights. And that's who's there. Oh, yeah, Goten, Trunks fused and turned to Super Saiyan 3. I mentioned they fused, I didn't mention they turned Super Saiyan 3. Godly Super Saiyan 3. Godly Aura Super Saiyan 3. Yeah. Anyways, they throw hands with Goku Black and Samasuja that just appears out of nowhere. Then they realize that Zamasu is immortal and just leave, knowing dang well they would get destroyed if they do anything. Yeah. Future Goten uses Solar Flare and blinds both Zamasu and Goku Black, so they head back to the timeline and train some more. And Goku learns the Mufuba. And since there's so many people there, especially future Goten, gives Goku the actual right tag and not a sticker. So Goku throws away the sticker and puts it in his pants. The stick. So they get back in the time machine and come back. Everyone transforms back into the same forms they were in last time. Except, future Goten is in base form and using godly aura. Because when he saw Gotenks do it, he wanted to learn it as well. So Goten just taught him the basics of how he did it. It's Goten and Trunks that teach him how to do it. They're feeling very glad they get to teach someone for once. So future Goten learns Godly Aura and turns Super Saiyan with it. He knows he can't go anything further with that, or the Godly Aura is just going to dissipate. Especially since Goten is a fusion, while future Goten is just a normal person. Just a Saiyan. Anyways. Then they fight Vegeta, Vegeta, future Goten, and Gotenks fight Goku Black, while Trunks and Goku fight Zamasu, trying to get him into the Mufuba. And when they're about to get Trunks and Zamasu into Mufuba, instead of the Mufuba working, Goku Black shoots a stray ki blast that Trunks dodges, luckily. That would have actually killed him, if you're wondering, because he was a sneak, which just completely destroys the pot. And then Goku Black, knowing dang well he's getting destroyed right now, chucks the Batara towards Zamasu, with Zamasu catching it, putting it on, with Goku Black doing the same. Well, he already had his on, but anyways. They shoot, Goku Black shoots past everyone and fuses into, I think it's Zamasu? It's Zamasu. Don't remember his name, but it's Zamasu? I think they go by Zamasu. It was Supreme Zamasu, I think. Anyways, Supreme Zamasu, I think that's his name. I don't really know. It's just a name I came up with. Actually, it's still Zamasu, Annie. Let's just call it Zamasu. Fuse Zamasu. Yeah. When he, this is when future Goten grabs something from his pocket with Trunks seeing it. Him having both Patara earrings in his hand. Trunks asking where he got those, and tells him that he picked them off King Kai. No, not Kaioshin. Kaioshin gave them to him for a birthday present. They're an extra pair he had, because just in case something bad happened in his timeline. And in this dimension, they didn't know they weren't permanent. They aren't. And they still don't know if they're permanent or not. And in this timeline, of course, they still don't know if it's permanent or not. But future Trunks decides to sacrifice himself for the greater good, and tells future Goten he'll fuse with him. And they both put the Batara earrings on, and they fuse into, I think it's Tunks? It's actually Tunks. Alright. So Tunks is fused. Fused Tunks. The Patara fusing of Gotenks. Tunks. They turn into Super Saiyan Rage with godly aura around it. Basically, it's just Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, but with Super Saiyan God stacked on it. Yeah, Goten Tunks has got red hair, but is like more blonde hue. So they tear out their sword and just fill it with oh yeah. Then they leap over to Trunks' sword that was snapped when fighting Zamasu, and then fill it with their godly aura and make a giant sword. and it's more pink than blue now. And then they fight Fuse Zamasu, and Gotenks obviously slashing up Fuse Zamasu a lot, even hitting him with a burning Kamehameha. It's where they do the whole burning attack move, but then they clasp their hands, pull it back, and then shoot their hands like the burning attack. Basically, they go do the final flash thing, then they clasp their hands like a Kamehameha and shoot out the blast like a final flash, which shoots out a giant, massive Kamehameha eagle. Like, it's an eagle. It's called the they I think they probably call it the spiritual phoenix, and it like carry Zamasu into the air with then tanks. Actually, yeah, it would be called Tunks. Yeah, Tunks. Tunks then flies into the air, stabbing Zamasu, lifting it in the air and cutting Zamasu right in half, splitting him so far in half that he just evaporates in the sky, cutting all the clouds apart and sending like a massive flash in the air. Then Trunks defuses, with Trunks holding his sword and Goten dropping as well. So they landed on their feet, with Zamasu then appearing in the sky and then starting to frick up Trunks' universe. That is until they get back in their time machine, and Goku decides to press the Zeno button, with Zeno coming to him and asking what he wanted. This is until future Zeno shows up, wondering what happened to the universe. And so, past Zeno and future Zeno erase Trunks' timeline. Oh. But both past Zeno and future Zeno go back to their place, with Grand Priest being confused, but he accepts it, I guess. Especially since future Zeno's timeline is destroyed, because he destroyed it. Anyways, after that whole thing, Trunks gets really depressed. Especially since his, oh yeah, I think Mai is still alive, right? Wait, no, she's dead. I'm thinking. Oh no, she dead. I forgot about that. She died. Wait, no, she's still alive. She just got hurt tremendously. Yeah, that works. So both May and Trunks, future Trunks, are being really sad right now. That isn't Goten says that they can just move to his timeline since his Trunks is dead and he doesn't know where Mai, and he thinks Mai is also dead. And their timelines are pretty similar. But he still has his Dragon Balls. Yes, future Goten's timeline has the Dragon Ball still. Because this version, Piccolo is still alive. He just got, that version of Piccolo is still alive, but like really old. Like he looks like who is it? Yeah, he looks like Kami now. They're future Goten's Piccolo. He's still alive though. So then they just head over to future Goten's timeline. They all wave goodbye, with Goten piecing his past self, and his past self piecing him back. Okay, that's the end of the Goten Black arc. Anyways, Goku remembers that they still have the tournament, the second tournament of power to train for, since that was established in, I think, the last part. Goten, yeah. Anyways, they're all training, and Goten and Trunks decided to go in the time chamber because no one else is using it. That is until Goku shows up at Dende's place asking to use the time chamber, but Dende says that Goten and Trunks are using it. And then they were like, wait, how long have they been in there? About 2 days. 2 years? Actually, 3 years. 3 years. They've been in there for 3 years. 3 days. So they've been in there for 3 days. See, remember it took them a long time for the time chamber to work, so... They have a month to train, if you're wondering. They already have the team collected. So both Goten and Trunks come out as teenagers, yeah. Wait, what are they? 1 second. Must check time, Must take their age. Don't worry. Trunks arc 13. Oh. Future Trunks arc, he's 13. Universe Survival arc 17. The log, that makes sense. Oh, so Goten is 14 now, I think. Yeah. My brain isn't really following the timeline. Wait, he's 12, and... Oh, so they're both... Trunks and Goten are now... physically, 15. Both of them. Which is a problem because they're pretty, old. So, they just decide to, I guess, use the dragon? So these Shenron to de-age Goten and Trunks by 3 years. And they do de-age back to 3 years, but their power level is still the same. So, cool. I just made that like an inconvenience. Like that was a barely an inconvenience for Goten and Trunks. So cool. Then Goku and Vegeta go back in the timeline through with Goten and Trunks training as well. Of course, everyone else is training, and we get to the Tournament of Power. Yeah, I haven't been really focusing on Goku, have I been? Well, Goku is really not the main character that much, is he? Anyways, Goten Trunks. Oh, anyways, the Tournament of Power is set up. Everyone in the Tournament of Power is the exact same original. Actually, no, it isn't, because Goten and Trunks replace, Gotenks replace Frieza. They feel like, they don't know if Zeno will allow them fusion, but I guess they'll just have to rely on Goku's positive attitude to make it easier for them. Hopefully that works. Anyways, before they go to Zeno's realm, both Goten and Trunks fuse, and they turn into Gotenks. And let me tell you what the time chamber did for them. They turned Super Saiyan God. Actually, Super Saiyan Blue. Yeah, they turned Super Saiyan Blue. You gotta admit, they got some insane potential. So now they're Super Saiyan Blue. They don't know how to turn Super Saiyan 4 yet. Because they don't know how to turn into Ozaros. Control their Ozaros, because that's basically been out of practice. But it's, Goten and... Yeah, my nose was clogged for a second there. But Goten and Trunks, well, Super Saiyan Blue, good for them. After the setup, they get to the time realm, and everyone gets into place, and then the Tournament of Power begins. Of course, everything really goes the same, except Frieza fights or Gotenks fights, but they're like, Gotenks doesn't try as hard as Frieza, because Gotenks is just stronger than Frieza. After, let's talk about them, I guess. I just want to talk about their fights because they're really the same. They're not, since two characters, Frieza and Gotenks are really different, and everyone else is the same, just slightly more stronger. Actually, a lot more stronger, but basically their fights go easier than in the original. Actually, just Goten and Vegeta, actually, are the stronger, and well, anyways, they don't need to explain that. So, I think Frieza's first fight was with Frost, but I don't know. Sorry, I haven't watched the Tournament of Power in a bit. But Frost is about to like talk to Goten, but Gotenks, but he remembers what Gotenks did to try to do to him, so he just clocks him out of the ring. He even teams up with that Universe 6, I think. Yeah, the Universe 6 Saiyans, and help them fight their battles. Of course, Goten having an easier time. But anyways, that's really all their fights. But I think we can, now we go into the Toppo versus, yeah, we gotta go into the Toppo versus Gotenks fight. And since Toppo is just that strong, yeah, Gotenks is actually getting whooped here. But he is doing much better than Frieza was, in golden form, actually. They turned Super Saiyan Blue, of course. And timer. They hear a bing in their head, and they realize what happened. They defuse back into their kids' forms. They're a bit afraid that Zeno's going to erase them until Zeno just thinks it's cool, so they just fly away. So after they regain their energy a bit, they fuse back and they like scatter away. And so after they regain their energy for a second, they fuse again and fight Toppo again in Super Saiyan 4 immediately. And Toppo, being out of the ring after Vegeta saw his son get whooped, became Blue Evolution and then whooped Toppo. With Trunks, Gotenks being a bit sad that he didn't get into that fight, but he'll find another one. Anyways, I can't remember the guy's name, but he grabbed Frieza by the tail and started running with him. And it looks weirdly similar to Champa and Beerus. He's just in Jiren's troop. Anyways, obviously since Beerus' race guy, I don't know his name, okay? But Gotenks fights him anyways. And is doing, like I said, far better from Frieza. Like this cool moment where he's just standing there not even looking around, and you can like see the speed lines of I can't remember his name, but he looks like Beerus. We'll call him Beerus 2.0. But we see like lines of Beerus 2.0's speed, and when Beerus 2.0's speed shows up, like it slows down. He's about to clock Gotenks until Gotenks slowly looks at him, grabs him by his leg, and knees him in the stomach, making Beerus 2.0 spit out saliva. But then Gotenks teleports, like instant transmission, and then clasp two hands together, slamming him to the ground, bouncing him in the air. Then Gotenks lands like freaking All Might, like destroying the ground behind him. Then Galaxy Donuts Beerus 2.0, and then he just starts blue locking Beerus 2.0, and then he like kicks the frick out of him out of the ring, even blowing up universe. Can't remember what universe Jiren was from. Area. Zeno being really shocked and excited that that happened, not mattering if they died or not because they're probably gonna get erased. Anyways, Jiren then decides to get up because he's the last one in the rings. So then Android 17, Gotenks, and Goku fight Jiren. All you really gotta do is imagine Gotenks in Frieza's position, and that's really what the battle is like. Actually, no, we could even do this better, where they actually defuse Goten and Trunks, but they can't really leave off the heat, so they power up into Super Saiyan God. They can't turn Super Saiyan Blue, but they can sure turn into Super Saiyan God. They still were training one-on-one, so they're able to turn into that. So they fly over and start putting the ones on Jiren. Eventually, Jiren smacks Trunks out of the ring, just like he's out of the ring. So Goten has to power up even further beyond, not Super Saiyan Blue, but farther than what Trunks they were just at. So then he just starts like speedballing Jiren, like smacking him around the ring, like he's like pinballing him. And guess who the pinball is? Yeah, it's Goten. Eventually, Goten slams him to the ground, which gives Goku the chance to jump at the top of the ring and push Jiren with Goten's help of ping-ponging him down into the crater, like making a big crater with the slams. And they slam Jiren straight through the ring with Goten and Android 17 still being in there, because Goten's last hit smacked him through the ring, which shot Goten back up to the ring. But Android 17, still being the MVP of that fight, takes the wish, but doesn't really matter because they're all wishing for the same thing. So Android 17 wishes for all the universes to be revived again, which Sinnoh gets a bit frowny at, but it's fine. And that's where I'm gonna leave this story off. Yes, y'all want me to cover the moral arc, and that's really it. That's all I can cover. But I don't want to cover the moral arc because I want to move into different stuff, because I just got bored of the series. Anyways, like, subscribe, hit the post notification bell. I hope you liked the video and the series. It was a very long one, and close to the end of it, I was getting bored. But anyways, bye.